Hey everyone, before we get into today's video, I have a great offer that I want to share with you. One of my business partners, Barry Banther, a highly recognized management consultant, is releasing his new book on April 22nd called A Leader's Gift. This book is filled with the best practical advice on how to become a successful manager, supervisor, and a business owner. Now here's what's special. If you pre-order this book before April 22nd, for just $19.95, this instantly gets you access to over $750 worth of bonus materials, including plenty of leadership tools to explore, Barry's weekly video series, 250 podcasts recorded by Barry himself, and much more for completely free. Go to aleadersgift.com and place your order today. Hey guys, how are you? David DeFranco here from daviddefranco.com. Just a few days ago, I got the new late 2013 Mac Pro, all thanks to your incredible support. And believe me when I say I'll be thanking you for the rest of my life, so hopefully it's not getting too annoying. Anyway, as promised, I'm putting out more content than ever, and part of that content is a new setup tour, including, obviously, the new Mac Pro. So let's get started. And there it is. There is the beauty. 6 cores of 3.5 gigahertz processing, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD, and last but not least, dual AMD FirePro D700 GPUs, all in that cylindrical small form factor, which is just incredible. And it's actually heavier than you'd expect it to be. But it is overall a beautiful design. And if you spin it, the I/O lights up on the back, which is really cool. And if you want to take the shell off, you just unlock it and slide it up, which I'm obviously not going to do right now because it's powered on. Alright, so you see those lights in the back? That's one of my favorite features about the new Mac Pro. I mean, it's such a basic thing, but if you want my opinion, I just think that goes to show you the attention to detail that Apple puts into their product designs. As I've said many times, I like products that work well and look sweet at the same time. And this Mac Pro is no different. Now, it's running idle right now, so, well, as idle as it gets when it comes to web browsing and tweeting, but when I am doing Final Cut Pro 10 or Photoshop or anything more intensive, then yes, this thing actually gets quite warm. But I gotta say, I'm extremely impressed by the low audible volume when the fan is on full speed. Because let me say, this thing puts out some serious heat and it's actually really warm on your hand, even to the touch if you just grope it like I do sometimes. And yeah, I mean, I've confessed that I like to caress or grope my Mac Pro, depends on the word you want to use. But it really is that great. It feels so good in the hands, and it's just really impressive with the thermal core. The thermal core does a kick-ass job at pushing the heat up, but while also remaining quiet in the process. And guys, you gotta hand it to Apple. It's not the most traditional desktop design, but I do give them major props for shaking up the industry and trying something new. It's a kick-ass system overall, and it's really gonna last me for years to come. Okay, so backing up a bit, we can see that I have dual AMD. I was gonna say, I'm used to saying D700. Dual Asus PB278Q 2560 by 1440 resolution monitors. These things are beautiful. Seriously guys, so many pixels, and it really does benefit my workflow, especially when I'm editing in Final Cut Pro 10 over here, or Photoshop, and then I can have documents over there referencing emails, social media, news, Twitter, anything like that. Dual displays, I just love them. And now they're even better with this extra resolution, and they're really that great. Okay, so going down a bit, my speakers are currently on the side, and honestly that's because this is a temporary setup. I kind of just moved it around for this video's purpose. Because yep, you probably guessed it. If you watched my weekend vlog, then you should know by now that I'm not completely happy with this IKEA desk. It's nice, it looks amazing, trust me, I love that white look. It has that really classy look, especially for video and photography, but it's just not stable. It's not nearly as quality-like as my other IKEA desk, which is the IKEA Jerker. But I really am going to miss the white. However, that doesn't mean I can't get a stable white desk in the future. And guys, honestly, I do feel like my Mac Pro deserves better. This desk is just too wobbly for my usage. Even just typing sometimes shakes the monitors. It's that sensitive, and it can definitely become very annoying. So again, like I said, for this video's purpose, this is simply a temporary setup. And as you can see, it's not really that wide. Now granted, I didn't have dual 27-inch displays before, so that's definitely going to take up more space than it normally would on my IKEA Joker as it is. But still, gaining just a few inches width-wise can make that much of a difference. So for now, I do have my speakers laying horizontally. Well, that one's always horizontal because that's my center speaker. But I gotta say, for what it is, it looks pretty sweet. And back here is my rear right speaker. And over here, my rear left speaker, sitting by the window in my Hypno Cube. Now I will say, one major downside, so I'm getting a lot of shadow action here, one major downside about the new late 2013 Mac Pro, at least in the audio department, is the fact that it does not support optical audio right out of the box. As far as I know, you need an adapter because you guys have linked it to me, so thank you, I do appreciate it. I mean, it costs like $20, $25, so it's not a huge deal. But as of right now, I am forced to only use my left and right channels for stereo. So that's just something I have to deal with until I actually get that adapter. But as of right now, the sound quality obviously still sounds amazing, but I am looking forward to getting that 5.1 audio goodness back. Alright, so this is what it looks like if I sit at my desk. And looking right down is a brand new Apple Bluetooth wireless keyboard, as well as a brand new Magic Mouse, iPhone 5S, 32GB, and a floppy disk for my video backup. Okay, not really. It's just a coaster. And back here is a 3TB Western Digital MyBook hard drive, and right there, laying horizontally next to the monitor and the hard drive, is another hard drive, a 4TB Seagate, which I use for Time Machine. Now there is something strange going on with that Seagate hard drive, which is exactly why it's not plugged in right now. It was basically just not reading and writing data as it should, and those are the same symptoms I witnessed last time my internal Western Digital hard drive died on my 2006 Mac Pro. And this is a brand new drive. I know that doesn't mean anything, but I just hope it's not bad. We'll see, and if you guys are interested, I'll update you in the weekend vlog. But as of right now, my Western Digital, knock on wood, is perfect. Okay, so getting up, you may have noticed a desk mat under my keyboard and mouse. One of the downsides with using a white reflective desk is my mouse doesn't read as well as it should. I mean, it does read, as you can see. If I move the mouse, the cursor still moves, but not as smoothly as it would on my old IKEA Joker desk because it's more of a wood surface or a surface such as this. Now this is the Saiteki, I'm not sure, Mat and Mate. And if you guys want to buy one for yourself, I'll link it right below on Amazon. And it's honestly okay. I mean, it's doing a great job. It's a desk mat. There's really not much else you can do. It slides a little too easily, and it's a little more yellow than I anticipated. But you know what? It's a great temporary solution because as of tonight, I will be back on my Joker, and I'm really looking forward to that because I hate mouse pads. I really do. I just don't like the idea of having to put my mouse on a dedicated surface just for that mouse. But then again, I've been spoiled by my Joker for years since I was a Windows user, actually. That's how long I've had this desk for. So, it's definitely been a while. Oh wait, no. Or did I get my desk when I got my PowerBook G4s? I got it while I was in college. I may have had it with my PC for a little while, I know that. It doesn't really matter, does it? Now finishing up my setup, this is my Logitech Z906 subwoofer. It does a kick-ass job. I just love it overall. And this is the little remote that comes with it. So you can turn it off, turn it on. You can adjust the levels, all that stuff. And it's overall a great system. And actually, I do have a video all about that. I have an unboxing, a review, and I mentioned it in a somewhat recent weekend vlog. Actually, it's the same weekend I got my Xbox One. So go to my channel, search Xbox One weekend, and you'll find it right there. Alright, Maui. Let's come inside. It's a very gloomy day. Oh, Maui, what are you doing? You crazy? Come on. That was crazy. Maui, you essentially just grinded the railing as if you were skateboarding. That was pretty awesome. He's fine, it doesn't matter. Trust me, he's been in worse situations. He got himself stuck in a tree once, like way up there, overnight. Right, Maui? He's all hyper right now. Yeah. Hey, Maui. Psst, psst, psst. Oh, and this is my chair. I don't really know what to tell you about it. I got it from my dad years ago. It's definitely old, definitely worn out, but it works well, and I'm gonna have a hard time giving it up one day. So there is my late 2013 Mac Pro setup. As you can see, it's extremely simple. There's not a lot of stuff going on the desk, but honestly, that's how I prefer it nowadays. I don't need a lot of clutter. I like a clean workspace, and that's how it's gonna be for years to come. But of course, this is just the beginning. Expect further updates in the coming months, especially since I'm switching desks tonight. And as always, continue to watch my weekend vlogs if you want to get updates on my geekiness and my tech updates and stuff like that, and how Maui likes to do stunts. Okay guys, that is it. If you have any questions, let me know. And I do plan on eventually creating an entire list of Amazon items on my personal website over at davidfranco.com. So everything you see in my office, in my tour videos, and my weekend vlogs, then you can buy those items for yourself. And if that's something you're interested in, let me know, and then I'll get started working on it right away. So guys, as always, thank you for your continued support. You're all amazing, and I'll see you in my next video. I was going to say tomorrow's video, but this might go up on Friday or Thursday. Not really sure. That's the beauty of YouTube. You never know what's going to happen. Peace.